Right, so hopping over to the mining account, we do have level 51 mining now, which is pretty big. Heroes Quest, Desperate Times. We've also unlocked Runecrafting Ore, Concentrated Sandstone, Rune Pick, and we've got some stuff from DG as well. So pretty big upgrades there. Runecrafting Ore, in terms of where we can find it, probably level 6 wild is going to be the best place for it. I'm in a bit of a limbo really, because I don't really want to use my iron ore in a minute, so I'm going to have to look at doing steel. The reason why is because I've got so many iron ore, but if I make it into iron bars, there's a chance I'm going to lose quite a lot because I have to use 2 ores for a bar, so I'm kind of halving the smithing XP I can get. So what I'm thinking is get to the ability of doing steel to like level 40. We were going to need to get some coal. And again, there's nowhere really ideal, like close to a bank, for coal. Let's have a look at the Dwarven Mine and see how that goes. The other account is just going to run past now. That's going to go back to Minotaurs and just go and hopefully get level 45. 45 mage is going to be pretty big because it's going to be chain, and I think that's going to dramatically improve our magic training, just because it's going to make it a lot more AFK. Once I get 45 though, I'm going to go and get some defense levels because we can upgrade with Zaf to some decent tank armor. We can go up to like level 30 or 40, which I think will just help us as well just do some other stuff. So that's going to be it. I'm going to record another video, so that's why I just need to AFK kind of on both accounts for the time being, and then I'm going to go and hit the quests. I'm going to do it on 272 and just keep this account mining, because I think with keeping it mining, it's just going to get better and better and upgrade its like ore boxes and all the other sort of stuff as well. Maybe that's something we need to do as well actually quite soon, is just go and upgrade the old ore boxes. Oh no, this ain't good. So Normuth actually goes up to a rune pickaxe. We are definitely going to pick that up. 16k, yeah, it's a little bit steep, but I do think this account needs it and is going to greatly benefit from it as well. So I need to find somewhere viable, really. I suppose here we can go into the living rock caverns, which might make it a little bit better. Although I do think doing the ore box wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Maybe that could be today's little project for this account anyway. I'm gonna stock up on some coal. Actually no, with this much coal mining needing to be done, I'm gonna go and make my ore box. I think the ore box would be pretty important, because really we can go somewhere like Barbarian Village, and it's not as much of a pain then to actually go and mine if I've got an ore box, because I'll be doing bigger trips. Especially now I can upgrade it to Rune. The ore box might be a really good shout. I actually might make a couple, you know, for the rest of the accounts. And especially if I'm doing iron as well, I'm not having to run back and forward. Yeah, I think the ore box is going to be a decent shout. Okay, I'll come back when I've sorted the ore box. I'm going to have to go around for some different ores anyway, because we don't have enough ores to create the actual ore box. But I'll get this little project done. I'm going to go and do some Minotaurs on the other account, and then we'll come back with an update. Okay, so big level there. Level 45 magic on our well, not so much AFKing, but our training of the Minotaurs. That's going to unlock Chain. Now, Chain is massive for us because it's going to allow us to be more AFK, because it will be able to attack multiple monsters at once, and we can just sit back and AFK away. Now, as you can see from my info, Minotaurs really aren't anything special in terms of drops. Bit tame really, but what they are is XP, better XP than what we were doing in terms of cows. And now I've got the ability to chain, maybe a little bit of AFK XP as well. As you can see there, that's where chains come in and played. I'm only doing this while I've got the Vampirism Aura, because even now, like, it's a little bit more damage than what I'm sort of laid out for. But what I'm going to do now is actually change our combat settings. With Mage, we're now going to go for Defense XP, just because it's going to make us a little bit more tanky. I can upgrade the armors as well and buy some better tiers from Zaf. And I think it's only going to help us out as well. So probably go for something like 20 defense, if that. And then we'll see how we go from there. The other account is mining away, and if I scroll up, I can just give you an idea of where it is. Oh no, it's not giving us any updates yet, but it's currently at level 54 mining. We have completed the Mithril ore box, which I must say now, the ore box is game changing. I never realised how nice it is. One thing I've not realised, because I've only ever done like concentrated gold ore for the longest time, mines and ore spots are so far away from the bank, so the fact I can store 120 ores in a Mithril ore box is massive. I can just sit and AFK away at coal for the longest period of time as well. We've done something like 700 coal. And yeah, I'm about ready to move up and start smithing, and then once we've started smithing and getting the levels, then we can upgrade our ore boxes as well. But yeah, very happy with that. It's gone really, really well. And I only think I've got about another invo or two left of coal. And then we've got enough coal then to smith, hopefully towards 50. I don't think I've got enough for 50, but as you can see now, we've got some decent magic attacks. We are rattling off the defense levels. We're able to AFK a little bit as well. Already level 12 defense, and we are flying up. So like I said, probably get to like 20, maybe 30. I'll see basically how long this aura gets us. We'll update when we're done in terms of the aura. Now the one thing is as well, because chain's getting us more like aggression from other monsters, you can see it's starting to hit us a little bit harder. And again, that's just a problem you're going to get with extra mobs attacking. So there we go. That is our vampirism aura done. And what I can say is the massive difference in training combat once you've got a decent level to start with. I got 30 defense in probably about 10 minutes. Like 30 defense for us is massive. Void Stairs back is the quest we've unlocked. Iron armor, steel armor, black, white, mithril, all of the different variants, Slayer helms as well. We've got the range versions, the magic versions. 30 defense will be enough just to stop us taking as much damage really. But again, I'll be sort of rotating between my vampirism aura as well, just to get towards 55. I think the ability with chain makes magic so much more AFK now, and it's quite enjoyable actually, just to be able to sit back and not pay as much attention to this account really. So really good hour there. 47 magic is a couple of things. The Eyes Glow Free, chain, water blast as well. We can get the Law Staff. And I was having a little bit of a think here about weapons. So in terms of what we can do in terms of staff, because in a minute we have only got a battle staff. And in terms of like long term, like magic is not really going to be ideal. The Slayer staff won't be too bad. Ivan staff as well is pretty good. Runic staff is what I'm thinking of going for, because then that'll give us a decent enough weapon between 50 and 60, and then 60 we can just upgrade to one of the god staffs, and then like level 17 stuff, that's where we can either use the blisterwood or the arims depending on how lucky we get. So to be able to do that, I do need to get though level 60 runecrafting to get the runic staff, which kind of works pretty well for me at the minute because I've got to do some editing. The smithing account, as we can see in the chat, is actually doing some smithing. We've done a fair bit of mining as well today as well. Like, we're making some pretty huge progress on that account especially. And yeah, some runecrafting for level 60 to get that upgrade would be pretty decent. So what I'm looking for now is the tank armor. So we're going to go for Batwing, which again is still going to be remarkably cheap from Zaf, but that's going to really bump up our magic capabilities. We just need the staff to sort of line in with it as well. So a bit of runecrafting like AFK is only going to help me out because A, it's going to mean I can get to Viswax, I can get into the runecrafting guild as well, so that will help. But it's going to make it more multipliers on runes. We can get extra runes from the multiplier as well. I actually did some air runes with my Wicked Hood today, and the amount of air runes I got is crazy considering like I've only really spent like an hour every rune span. And I've got a fair amount of steel bars to smith on the smithing account as well, which means we can hopefully get into the level 40s today. And it's basically what I can do while I'm editing. So as you can see, Bank's not doing too horrific. Again, I'm probably going to do the quest later on tonight as well. I've just got I've got to basically get ahead of videos, so maybe not as many quests as what I thought today, but in terms of levels though, we are getting strong. 37 HP as well. So in terms of the reward shop, what is the runic staff? 12.5k points. The greater runic staff will be a shout as well. Right, basically we need to go and get some decent runes, which we will. So what I'm going to do though is I need to do a little bit of lower tier runecrafting to be able to get to the next floor. Once we've done that, I'll settle in and really start stocking up on the runes. There's not many now on the mid floor we can't do, because I think it only really goes up to like astral. No, nature runes. I think it goes up to nature runes, and then we can do all that. So big stint of rune span now. I'm going to edit the next video, maybe record market watch as well. And yeah, I'll flick over to the smithing and mining account now because that's had some important progress today as well. So here we are. As you can see, decent stack of steel arrowheads. With my brand new mining box, I have actually been able to get an awful lot of coal, which now means we've converted that into steel, which means I've got the full amount of iron. Not only that, we're on better XP as well. So in a minute, we're level 37 smithing, which is going to help with smithing mithril, and level 54 mining. Like, the star this morning really helps us out, and we just need to go and do some Lumite at some point as well. What I'm going to do really is just sit in AFK these arrowheads. Like I said, I've got some editing to do. We can get ahead of that. I've got some AFKing, and then hopefully by doing all the steel bars, we'll roughly know how far off rune we are. We're going to have to do a major stint of Lumite, because Lumite is what we're going to need for rune. But we can mine rune at the minute. I've got a rune pickaxe. We upgraded the rune pickaxe, which is pretty big for the account. And I'm very happy with where we currently are with this account. Like, with one decent stint of runes to just build some GP up in the account, I think we won't be far for our outcome, which is quite mad, really. And we can start really building out some decent, like, pickaxes. I can upgrade the pickaxe like a +3. Then we've got some decent weapons as well for the future. And then maybe we can start putting this account into other skills as well. What I was thinking for this account was maybe like do fletching, because we've got all the arrow tips. I've gone for the arrow tips just because I didn't think there'd be any worth in these smithing items. There's not enough GP in them, so that's why we've gone for like arrowheads instead of actual items. But yeah, pretty happy with the progress. But that is going to wrap up for today. We'll come back with a new video either tomorrow or Saturday. It depends on how I feel in terms of how far ahead I am editing. But we'll come back at some point to just update you guys on how we're going. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys so much for the support. Let me know what you think about the banners. Let me know what you think about the new thumbnail. And let me know what you think about everything else. I'm going to whack up a playlist as well, because I think that will help you guys keep track of this series. But thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.